the owners the success, the players the success, and I'm happy that the cricket committee has put up such a show year after year to bring this. It's going by the strength as you come here to play. And this year we made a little change. I mean, in the sense that you had a committee looking after your grievances, grudges, whatever you may have. But here I am the last word in this tournament. Mr. Rampi, it goes out to you. Thank you so much. I don't think you need to go to so many subcommittees and subcommittees and subcommittees. We will be stuck there. So there is one decision that has to be taken. It has to be taken right from the top. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, now I would like to read you all through the rule. This is the 6th edition of the CCNFC T10 Cricket Premier League. This is a competition to encourage new players, people to take the sports cricket up, team owners, and much, much more. Can we move on to the next slide, please? Each player number is registered. You have that player registered number on your table. That's a player list where the players are registered numbers. One by one player randomly. The element of surprise will be played today. They will be taken out randomly from the board there. The gentleman sitting on my left side will call the number. That number player will be reflected on the screen with his picture and all his details. Each team owner starts with 1,000 points except for the 4 teams. The 4 teams are backyard stars. They start with 950 points. They have drafted Mr. Manish Periwal. Bojangles have drafted Mr. Roni Dev with 50 points. Salika Challengers have drafted Mr. Sanish Megan with 50 points. Sailesh Arya in Heritage Tigers with 50 points. So these 4 teams will start the auction with 950 points. The balance 4 teams have 1,000 points in their kitty. To build a team, the balance 4 team will have to bid for 15 players, and the top 4 team which have drafted player will bid for 14 players. We go back to that, please. Okay, the base price for each player is 20 points we start. Now you want to increase the bid. It cannot be 21 or 22. It has to be by 5 points. For example, if Mr. Ronnie Dev says or Bochangal, 25 for a player, the next to outbid him, backyard stars will have to say 30, 35, 40, 45. It cannot be 40, 41 or 42. It's by 5 points you keep increasing the bidding. Okay, and it's mandatory to have 2 players from the category of 50 plus and 2 from 16 and above. And the balance you take it from the open category. The highest bids, players will go to the highest bidder at the end of each player auction. Now, for example, if 2 teams have bidded on the same point and nobody is willing to increase the price of that particular player, there's a dead jam on that player. We'll put it back again into the bowl for re-auctioning. In case we finish the quota of all the players in 50 category, we still have some unsold players. A moment, I'll come back to you. If we have any unsold player, we will do a second round after all 3 categories are over. The first we are going to start is with a 50 category. There are 25 players in that, 2 in each team mandatory to go, so 16. With one team, couple of teams already having one player each. We're not counting in that, we're counting in that the retained players also, because there are retained players who are above 50 in the category. In different various categories you have players. Okay, now you can ask me a question, please.
How will it be that 2 players have the same, 2 teams have the same bid?
In case there's a jam, like say he had said 35, you do not increase, and you also had said 35. It has happened in the past. No, let me explain you. It has been in the past where there has been, he has said 35 and you have also raised at 35 and it has not got unnoticed, and both have said at 35. Until unless somebody doesn't increase the bid, it gets stuck at the 35. So we put the player back.
Up to the auctioneer to see who puts it up first.
Yes, I will notice it. If you don't pull it up, I will not count that.
If you see that if they're both going at the same time.
Yes, exactly. That's what, and this has happened in the past. So it has to be, yes, please.
Just one clarification.
Please.
For teams who already have a drafted player in, if he's of a particular category,
Yes.
then they only have to pick one.
Exactly, one more. But they can pick up more if they want. It's open. Yeah, compulsory. For a mandatory, you need to pick up 2. That's right, yes. There are 17. There are total 17 in a strength. Yeah, then they need not bid. Yes, absolutely right. Yes, absolutely. Any more questions, gentlemen? Okay. So can we move on to the next slide, please? So I already said it. There will be a second round of auction for the players that are going unsold. And then we have minimum 2 from 50, minimum 2 from below 23, and rest from open. That's it. Anybody else has a question before we start our process for the day? Nobody? Okay. So are we ready to go? Are we going live now? Has the router been connected? Is it good? Okay. So with the 50 category, here comes the first number of the auction. Let's see the lucky one. Number 21. Number 21, please. Sunanda Malik of Calcutta Club. He's an all-rounder. Any bid for him, gentlemen? Anyone bidding for him? Well, I see no bid. He goes unsold. Mr. Sunanda Malik goes unsold. Can we have the next number, please? 14. Number 14. Can we have number 14? Mr. Rajan Mudaliar of CCFC. He's a bowler. Any bid for the gentleman in the 50 plus category for Mr. Rajan Mudaliar? No, the gentleman goes unsold. Okay, can we have the next number, please? Number 2. Mr. Atul Chaturvedi is all-rounder and he can really do a lot of appealing for you guys. And he can get umpires also into fix. It's worth going for a bid for the gentleman. Any bid for the gentleman? He's a regular at CCFC. Any bid? I see no bid. So he goes unsold. Unsold. Owners are playing pretty safe with their kitty, it seems today. Number 20. Mr. Sujit Arya. A dashing looking guy. We start with 20. Heritage Tiger with 20. With 20 they start at 21. At 22. Any bid? Sold. Sold at 20 points. To Heritage Tiger. The dashing looking gentleman, Mr. Sujit Arya, goes back to Team Heritage Tigers. Well done. Can we move on to the next number, please? The next number. 25. Number 25. Mr. Manish Periwal, he's already drafted in Team Backyard Stars. Can we move on with the next number? He's drafted already with 50 points. The next number, please. 17. Number 17, Ranadeep Moitra has played a first-class level matches. He's worth going for. Any bid for the gentleman, Ranadeep Moitra of CCFC? Okay, there he starts with 20. PS Rhinos have opened their bid. The Rhinos are charging with 20 at 1. 25, Heritage Tiger moves in with 25, 30, 30 Tornadoes are coming with 30, 31, 32, any bid, any bid? Oh, that's at 35, 35 has come in from there, any other bid please? Gentlemen, any other bid? 35, 1, or 40, 40, PS Rhinos have come in with 40 bid. PS Rhinos are with a bid of 40. Any other bid please? Any other bid for the, any other bid? 40 at 1, 40 at, 45, Bojangles Blasters, they're coming slow but they're coming, 45 1, 45 2, any bid at 45, 45 sold, sold at 45 points, Mr. Ranadeep Moitra to Team Bojangles Blasters, Mr. Ranadeep Moitra at 45 points sold to Team Bojangles Blaster. Can we have the next number please? 3. Number 3, Babu Chaudhary of Calcutta Club, any bid for the gentleman? Any bid? I see nobody bidding. He goes unsold. 19. Number 19, Swabodra Dasgupta, a regular at CCFC, plays all kind of sports, good at darts, can be handy in throwing also, has a good repute of being a cricketer. Any bid for him? Any bid for him? Well, that's 20 points. Lagan lines with 20 points starts the bid. 20 at 1, 20 at 2. Any bid? 25. 25 is coming in from Rhinos. 30. Lions are charging at 30. 30 at 1. 30 at 2. 30, at 3, sold at 30 points, Mr. Subodro Das Gupta at 30 points to Lagan Lions, at 30 points. Can we have the next number, please? Number 26 is Mr. Saurav Chatterjee, a real hard hitter. Well, that's his starts. Rhino starts at 21, at 22. Oh, that's come in 25. Tornadoes 30. Lagan Lions at 31, at 32. 35 Heritage 40. Tornadoes at 41. At 42, 45, Lagan Lions at 45-1. That's 50. Rhinos are taking on the Lions at 50 at 1. 55, Tigers, 55, Lagan Lions 60, 60 at 1, Lagan Lions 60, Tornadoes at 65-1, at 65-2, at 70, 70, Lagan Lions at 71, 75, Rhinos, 80 Tornadoes at 81, at 82, 85 Lions at 85-1, at 85-2, 85-2 Lagan Lions, 90, Rhinos at 90, they're going to chase Lions, at 90 at 1, 90 at 2, 95, Lions are not going to give up, 95 at 1, 95 at 2, 95, final call, sold. So, Mr. Saurav Chatterjee at 95 points, sold to Lagan Lions. At 95 points, Mr. Saurav Chatterjee sold to Lagan Lions. Can we have the next number, please?
11.
Number 11, Mr. Karan Grewal, he's an all-rounder, tries his hand at the bowling. Any bid for the gentleman? Any bid